All right, friends, welcome back to another episode of Making Sense of Your Market. It's Friday, January 27th, 2023. This month is flying by. I have a really good update for you today because we're going to talk about the market. Whether you are a homeowner of mine and you're getting this, or you're watching this on social media, or you're a current client of mine out in the trenches shopping for a home or getting prepared this year to buy a home, today's data, this little update I'm going to give you today, is going to help you. I believe it's going to be encouraging. It's going to be everything that I have been predicting. Predicting is not the right word, but sharing, because I've been talking about data and following the data, and the data doesn't lie. So we're going to talk about the market. What we saw over the last couple of weeks is a massive spike in mortgage applications, and the National Association of Realtors just released some data that I'm going to share with you that will be very, very helpful. But first, every single week, I give you a real quick update. Our mortgage rates up or down week over week. So this is for real estate agents that watch this, and you're out in the trenches working with people. You can kind of give a state of the mortgage market. So for the 11th out of the last 12 weeks in a row, we have seen a week over week improvement in mortgage rates. So they're down a little. So we're down now, flirting with the very low sixes. In fact, jumbo loans and government loans are down in the mid fives. Okay, so this is really great news. Again, not a rate quote, just a range. I want to stay out of rate quote trouble. So good news for mortgage rates. Now, that kind of ties right into my message this week. So over the last week or two, we've seen some data released that mortgage applications in America have spiked almost 30% over the last week. Why? I think it's a little because rates have come down a little, but here's what I've seen, because I'm out in the trenches every single day helping home buyers buy their first home, helping homeowners get their house listed so that they can go out and buy it, move up or move down. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more consumer confidence. Why? They're seeing home values finally come down into price points that are affordable compared to over the last couple of years. For example, we've got clients that are first-time home buyers that were shopping a couple of years ago, and they just got priced out of the market, meaning they were shopping in the $700,000 to $800,000 price point, and those homes started going for $950,000 to $1 million. Now they're seeing home values from the last 6 to 8 months come back down into their price point, but interest rates are a little bit higher than before, but they're not focusing on that because they know, they listen to me, and they know that relief is on the way, that lower rates are on the way. It's around the corner later this year or early next. And so their focus is on home value. The values are there. Now, as I talk about that, here's the catch. I've been saying there's a small window of opportunity before the housing market heats back up, especially when rates drop a little bit more, but it's going to heat back up and you're going to start seeing more competition, multiple offers. And guess what? We're seeing that not just in the news. So I'm going to share a stat from the National Association of Realtors. And again, it's just data. But in my office last week, we had 7 pre-approval letters out. 4 out of the 7 missed out. They got outbid. So that means there was multiple offers. That's going to push values up. So I was saying and thinking that we had until about April, May-ish before this was happening. It's the end of January. We're already starting to see signs of it around the greater Seattle area. So take this info and use it however you may. But the National Association of Realtors just said that almost 20%, get this, almost 20% of homes sold right now are going for over ask price. It's congruent with what we're seeing in our market here in the Seattle area and with my clients, all right? So big news there. If you're a homeowner and you're getting this email or this video from me, do me a favor. Would you share this information with someone that you know is thinking about buying or financing a home in 2023? I'd love to be a resource, and I'd love to get this information in front of them. If you're one of my current clients out there, hey, that window of opportunity is now, in my opinion, shrinking, and that window is to negotiate a more favorable term in regards to price and maybe seller concessions, okay? So as it gets more competitive, getting a 3% seller credit to do a 2-1 buy down or to pay your closing costs will go away, and you'll have to pay a little bit more than ask, like the National Association of Realtors is saying, for that home, okay? So last thing we're going to talk about today, I have been doing a book review for the rest of this month, and it's a book that I'm reading called Love and Respect. It's the love she most desires and the respect he desperately needs. It's on relationships, and Dr. Emerson Eggerichs said, a lot of profound things just in the first 8 chapters, but I wanted to share this real quick thing with you. So we all are familiar with basketball, and basketball coaches preach that rebounding and playing defense is almost as important, if not more important, than scoring, right? Rebounding. What do we do in basketball, or what do they do in basketball when a player shoots? They all gather toward the basketball hoop to field a rebound, okay? The same is true in relationships. When we get into an argument or we try to mend a relationship, oftentimes we stop after the first try. Men, our ego gets in place or gets in the way, and we're not going to go back for a second time and ask for forgiveness or say that we're sorry. And so I learned these 3 things, and I want to share these with you. 3 keys to a healthy relationship. If you can say these 3 things in a relationship, you have a healthy relationship. Number 1, wow, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for what you did. And right now I'm kind of talking to the men. Number 2, what you said or what you did really pissed me off. If you have a strong enough relationship to be able to say that to your partner or your spouse, it's leaning toward the healthy side. And then number 3, what you said or did really hurt my feelings. That's having an open line of communication to express that and to be able to hear that without getting offended. I'm learning so much from this book, and I'm hoping that my wife, Jenny, in a few weeks or so can attest that it's working, right? So, hey, this is all I have this week. If you have any questions on the market, I would love to be a resource. I'm honored to be your mortgage guy. I hope this information is valuable. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday. Bye for now.